Tyreek Hill reveals when he will return to play after his terrible injury. The Dolphins star will miss the rest of the season after leaving Monday night's game. The Miami Dolphins suffered a heartbreaking moment during their Week 4 Monday Night Football game when star wide receiver Tyreek Hill suffered a severe knee injury. Early reports raised fears that the injury might be career-threatening, casting doubt over the future of one of the NFL's most explosive offensive weapons. However, after undergoing successful surgery, Hill is optimistic about returning to the field in time for the start of the 2026 NFL season. Hill sustained the injury in the third quarter after making a 10-yard comeback route catch and being tackled out of bounds by New York Jets safety Malachi Moore. What initially appeared to be a routine tackle turned alarming when Hill rolled over and revealed his left foot twisted unnaturally. The scene was jarring to fans and teammates alike, as it was clear something was seriously wrong. Despite the injury, Hill remained positive and was seen cheering to the cameras as he was carted off the field, demonstrating his resilient mindset and determination to overcome this setback. Immediately after the injury, Hill was taken to a nearby hospital where he spent the night under observation. The following day, he underwent surgery to repair the damage to his knee. According to Hill's agent, Drew Rosenhaus, the procedure went very well, and the recovery process will now be focused on rehabilitation. It's about rehab, and he will play next season. The realistic goal is the start of the season, Rosenhaus told ESPN's Adam Schefter, providing reassurance that Hill's career is far from over. Dolphins adjust without Hill. The timing of Hill's injury was especially challenging for the Dolphins, who were finally finding their rhythm after starting the season 0-3. Miami managed to secure their first win in Week 4, but losing their star receiver puts the team in a difficult position moving forward to fill the void left by Hill. The Dolphins wasted no time in signing veteran receiver Cedric Wilson Jr. off the New Orleans Saints practice squad. Wilson is familiar with Miami's offensive system, having played under head coach Mike McDaniel in 2022 and 2023, making him a logical addition to the roster. Alongside Wilson, the Dolphins are also leaning on tight end Darren Waller, who made his season debut in Week 4. While Waller's snaps have been limited as he continues to build his conditioning, he made an immediate impact by hauling in 2 important touchdown catches during the team's narrow 27-21 victory. His contributions will be vital in helping Miami sustain their offensive production without Hill. Looking ahead, Hill remains under contract with the Dolphins through the 2026 season, which is the final year of his current deal. Although the 2026 salary is not guaranteed, it seems clear both parties are focused on his successful rehabilitation and eventual return. With surgery behind him and the road to recovery underway, Hill's focus is now on regaining full health and returning to help Miami compete at the highest level next season. The Miami Dolphins have spent weeks living in an uneasy silence, their offense missing the lightning bolt that usually electrifies every play. That silence broke this weekend when Tyreek Hill, nicknamed Cheetah for his speed that no defense can cage, finally addressed his injury and, most importantly, his return timeline. It wasn't in a formal press conference at first. It started on his Instagram live session, where fans poured in by the thousands, hoping to catch even the smallest update. For weeks, rumors had swirled. Some feared his season was over. Others believed he'd attempt a miraculous comeback far too soon. But then, with a quiet grin and his signature bravado, Hill finally said the words Dolphins fans were desperate to hear. "I'm coming back. Not tomorrow, not next week, but soon. The Cheetah's gonna run again." The injury that shook Miami. Hill's injury happened in Week 4, a routine slant route that suddenly wasn't so routine. After a sharp cut, he went down, clutching his leg. The crowd at Hard Rock Stadium, normally deafening when Hill touched the ball, fell silent. Players knelt. Coaches held their breath. And Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa later admitted, "It felt like the air just left the building." Reports described it as a terrible injury, severe enough to keep him sidelined indefinitely, but not catastrophic enough to guarantee the end of his season. The official word, a high-grade ankle sprain with ligament damage, a nightmare for a player whose entire game is built on acceleration, cutting, and pure speed. For Miami, the fallout was immediate. Without Hill, defenses pressed more aggressively. Jalen Waddle faced double teams. The run game suffered without the spacing Hill creates just by stepping onto the field. The Dolphins dropped back-to-back games, and suddenly, their once scorching offense looked ordinary. Hill's message to fans. When Hill finally spoke publicly this week, he carried his usual swagger, but there was also an edge of vulnerability. It's been tough, man. Sitting on the sideline, watching my brothers go out there and fight while I can't do nothing but clap and yell? That's pain right there. But I promise you, I'm working every single day. Y'all will see me back out there. Ain't no way the story ends like this. Fans erupted across social media. Hashtags like hashtag #CheetahReturn and hashtag #RunTyreekRun trended on X, formerly Twitter. Dolphins supporters flooded his mentions, begging for a date. And Hill gave them one, sort of, a target return date. Hill revealed he is aiming for a return in Week 9, a primetime Sunday night matchup against the Buffalo Bills, Miami's fiercest divisional rival. It's an ambitious timeline, perhaps even risky, given the severity of his injury. But if there's one thing Hill has always thrived on, it's defying limits. I got that game circled. I ain't saying it's guaranteed, but that's the goal. I want to line up, look those dudes in the eyes, and remind the world what speed looks like. Doctors and trainers are taking a more cautious approach, reminding everyone that re-injury is a real possibility. Yet Hill's confidence has lit a fire inside the locker room. Several Dolphins teammates admitted his announcement gave them hope. Waddle said, "Just knowing he's pushing to come back, man, that's fuel. We all want him out there, but we want him healthy too." The impact of his return. If Hill does return by Week 9, it could completely reshape Miami's season. At 2-4 without him, the Dolphins are teetering between playoff hope and collapse. But with Hill, they're instantly transformed back into one of the league's most feared offenses. His ability to stretch the field opens opportunities for everyone: Tagovailoa, Waddle, the running backs, even the defense, which benefits from playing with a lead. Analysts have already started speculating what his return could mean. ESPN's Ryan Clark said, "You can't measure what Tyreek brings. Defenses aren't scared without him, but with him, every DB is terrified he's going to burn them." His return could be the single biggest turning point of this NFL season.